in a Tub presents the Tubcast.
Hello and welcome to Men in a Tub. This is Trevor, joined by Kyle.
Hello.
And Jeremy.
Hi.
And hopefully Nathan soon.
Kuipers is here.
Hi, Kuipers.
And Kuipers.
Hey.
Kuipers is here as well, but you probably can't see him right now.
You can.
Oh, you can see him.
Hi,
He's
Kuipers.
Kuipers right there, yeah.
Was there enough energy? Did that hype?
I think that the lack of claps kind of confused me.
Here, try it again, Trevor.
I needed the clap. Hello, everybody!
Hey!
Welcome to Men in the Tub.
It's that time of the week, isn't it?
is
Hey, you
indeed.
mute it.
Yeah, it's my fault. Loop, 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 loop.
Oh,
I was getting videos ready earlier tonight, and I forgot to turn the volume back
forgot
off.
to turn stuff
Oh,
off.
man, I'm a failure.
I am the guest host tonight. Eric is at home after eating far too much Taco Bell.
Yes, that is totally true.
Yep.
Oh man, the new Jurassic World trailer came out,
you
and I
did
didn't
not
see it.
Watch it?
Dang it.
I was going to say that's required watching or
It
viewing
didn't-
beforehand. but,
When did it come out?
like a couple hours ago.
I was looking like literally a couple hours ago, and I didn't
It
see
must have come out right after you were looking.
Teddy says, best Tubcast ever so far.
Did we get drunk, Nathan?
Best
Hopefully not.
Tubcast ever. So he is completely playing into the.
Truth.
No, he's completely playing into you and
No, he's not.
the imaginary beef between you and Eric.
Because there is no beef.
Maybe.
Where's
I don't
the
know.
beef?
I don't have a
Teddy
beef.
likes to throw things out there to rile
does.
things up.
He's a trouble starter.
He also said Kuiper's head is oddly smaller than normal. Kuipers,
you?
fix it.
Make your head bigger.
Make your head bigger, Kuipers.
Okay.
I think he's perfect size. His chair's a little short, but we're okay with that.
Login says, "Do we get drunk, Nathan?" We don't know.
He did
He was-
recently tweet if you're if you follow him, and if you don't, you should.
Yeah,
But,
N
yeah.
Smith 30.
You
At-
can
I can't
find it.
remember what it is.
You can find it by going to Men in the Tub and looking in
Yeah.
in our thing there. But
He's there.
what exactly did he say, Kyle?
He said
I'm
something
trying to
about
find it.
seeing a lot of hearing some screaming, I think,
Lots of shouting outside.
or shouting, and then hearing some occasional beeping, and wondering if there was
Ooh,
a
and
fire.
sirens.
Oh, and sirens. That's right.
That's a little terrifying.
And then
Yeah.
wondering, is it an apartment
Yeah.
on fire? That's scary.
You guys just said he thought maybe there was a fire. That's a whole different thing than hearing screaming and sirens.
Yeah, and then a fire potentially. So we don't know where Nathan is. Feel free to tweet at him and
I thought I heard a sound.
show your concern.
Yeah. Let Nathan know.
Yeah.
So, what has everybody been doing this week?
That's a good question. I don't know what I've been doing this week.
I purchased the first season of Psych out of anger because they took it off Netflix, and I've been watching that again.
The first season of Psych.
Yeah, it was only $10 on iTunes, so.
Didn't they take it down a while ago?
Yeah, and I've been waiting for them to put it back because they had the Psych movies is going on today.
Do you think it was because because they knew one person was actually rewatching it and they thought they could make money off you?
I doubt it.
There's more than just one person that watches
sure
that
I don't
show.
know.
I'm sure it was a money-making
It got
thing,
kicked
but-
off, so they
But
got rid of it.
I'm sure they took it off because they wanted to make people buy things because there was probably the movie. I don't know. But, yeah, it worked on me because I love that show.
Sucker.
Teddy says Kyle's trying to make more beef. That is false. I don't make beef unless we're talking about farts. In which case, yes, I do. I do make beef.
I don't know. You like to stir the
farts.
pot.
No, you like to stir the pot, and you get me worked up.
I wasn't stirring the pot.
You stirred it earlier.
You stirred it.
You stirred it earlier off screen and got me all riled up. So then I see things, and then
You're making it happen.
I'm stirred up.
You're totally making
So stirred
it
up.
So does that mean you only make chicken tacos then?
I
If
do
you don't
like
make
chicken
beef?
tacos.
That sounds good.
if you
Like
don't make
shredded
beef
chicken,
unless
though,
it's-
not ground chicken.
I do have the occasional. They tell me anyway that it's a gout flare up, which can be contributed to by beef. So I do try to stay away from beef somewhat these days.
Have you had ground chicken? Because that's gross.
No, why would you have ground
Because
chicken?
you can, but it's
Why?
It's really bad. It's
I've
really
had a turkey
gross.
burger before, and that was really good.
Okay, that's
like they have
different though.
chicken sausage, right?
But
And
if
it's
you're
ground,
are you talking
chicken?
Are you talking for like for a taco?
Just
ground-
in general,
ground
ever, like
chicken?
ever. Like if you've ever
I've
had
never
ground
heard
chicken.
of ground chicken.
Like hamburger
really
chicken
bad.
or something.
Yeah.
I've heard of ground turkey.
That's if it's seasoned right, that can be okay.
Yeah, ground turkey's okay.
Yeah, it can't. It
But-
gets too dry though.
Chicken, you just shred it and then you're good.
Well, yeah, but there is such thing. You can buy ground chicken.
Oh.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's-
Logan.
it's really gross.
Thanks for the bits.
Yes, thank you.
Oh,
It's
Logan,
awesome.
you're amazing.
I don't know if there was a notification and I missed it, or
I
if
see the little blinking on the chat.
speaking too early. But yeah, thank ya.
Teddy
all
says,
the
"What does
cheers.
Kuipers think about what?
Yeah, I'm kind of.
About beef? About
What does Kuiper think? That is a good question.
Oh,
in
trust me, we
general.
don't want to go there.
Oh, I do want to
No,
go there
go ahead,
now that you
tell us.
say it.
We're going there.
What do you think right now?
What do you
First thing in
think?
first thing in your head. Too long. Come on. First
One
thing.
word.
This is what I'm thinking.
Come on, Kuipers.
Well, sometimes I wonder why the sky really is blue.
Do you not know the answer?
Refraction.
No, reflection.
Reflect.
It's a reflection.
Reflect. What?
I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
Are you asking for
Yeah, are you asking
reals,
for help?
Or are you just avoiding the
I'm
question?
just waiting for Trevor to answer it, so I don't have to.
I can't
answer
remember
it.
the exact reason for it, but it's something to do with the sun emits pure white light, but it comes into the atmosphere.
Refraction.
and, it's some sort
Hey,
of
push
thing
that
to it.
microphone away from
It
that spot.
has to do with what.
I know why
That's a loud
sun.
mic. It has to do with what light is being absorbed by the atmosphere and what's
Yeah.
being allowed through.
Because that's why like sunsets are red, because certain light, certain
Yeah,
bandwidths are being
that's
blocked.
why in if you're in very large cities, you can sometimes have you'll see a colored haze. That has nothing to do with the street lights. That has more to do with smog. What I'm talking about, not just the haze of the city lights. That's different. But I'm saying during the day, sometimes you'll even see a more of a brown sky, less blue in it, and it has to do with the quantity of smog and the light.
Kuiper, why are we talking about this?
Because it was in his head.
Because we were talking about Kuiper's head.
You want to know what was in my head?
Oh,
There
we
you
saw-
We
go.
were
okay,
helping
never mind.
Kuiper.
Yeah.
Jolliver says Kuipers thinks, man, I'm so much oddly bigger than everyone else. Which is why I yelled a moment ago to move the microphone from Nathan's spot so that Kuipers was no longer obstructed by it. Now it looks like he's a little more seated in the.
I love it. I think he's
You can
got
chat correctly.
tiny shoulders
Oh,
and a big head. I don't know.
I think
That's like-
I think I might have just fixed it. It's good. It's good enough.
It's good enough.
good
I
enough.
mean,
Yeah, you look great.
Jolliver also says he thinks the upload speed is too damn not high.
We've been in the green though, but I mean,
Well,
Maybe it's your fault, Jolliver.
we'll deal with it.
Before the show, someone said it was because of pot smokers or growers. Right? Is that what it was, Kyle?
Yeah, because I
Pot-
was thinking
pot
about
growers.
something else that someone else had said about
Yeah.
electricity,
Oh.
and I was mixed up in the electricity aspect of it and not the actual network aspect
I just thought it was
of
funny when you said it's probably
See,
pot growers.
again, Jeremy is trying
what do you-
to
No,
just
this
dig
happened.
prods in.
We were talking about internet
by trying
speeds
to embarrass
and-
me, and I'm just dumb.
No,
so,
I just thought it was great. It's
I
a
was-
worthwhile conversation because Trevor looked like
I was
just
really
as bewildered
confused.
as I
I was
did,
like,
and
I-
we took you for granted. We gave you the benefit of the doubt because we were like,
Yeah, and I was mixed.
Explain,
I
Kyle,
was
'cause
mixed
we
up
don't
in
get
things
it.
that I was
Yeah.
thinking about. So
"That's okay."
I was trying to offer solutions to our problems, and
By buying
no one
pot?
else.
I
Anyhow,
still don't get it, Kyle.
I just want to say, Teddy,
Okay.
I am just naturally an expressive guy. So while I may have made more facial expressions during the beef conversation, that's just natural for me. You're just not used to seeing my actual face
Yeah.
majority of the time.
We try to hide it.
Yeah.
But
too
when we're
expressive.
down
Just
when we're
stop
down
it.
a couple people,
Kuipers has more
Kuipers
roles.
has to fill in that role because that's what interns do. They fill the role.
That's right.
So
Jelly roll.
Yep.
don't fill jelly rolls, Kuipers.
So
But then they wouldn't be jelly rolls.
I don't.
So you're saying you want jelly rolls next week?
Ooh. Actually, I wouldn't mind like one of them.
No,
yeah, if you want to
dang it.
stop by Dunkin' on your way next week.
wait until the 4th or whatever.
No!
when I get back.
If you want to get me
You
something
leave,
now
you
to
miss
eat,
out,
that
man.
would
Dang
be
it.
great.
Yeah.
Get up, Kuipers.
So on that
Walk
topic,
over to the desserts.
On what topic?
You want some now?
Yes.
Okay, hold on.
I was
This is going to be really weird looking because he's going
gonna
to walk
disappear behind
into
me.
you and disappear.
It's awesome.
Oh my gosh, this is so. This
And
is
now he broke the fourth wall.
Whoa!
weirdest. And then he's going to come.
You guys
he's
want one?
going to come out
Give me
of
one
you.
those.
This is Kuiper's mom. We just want to say a special thank you to you.
Kuiper's mom.
You bring us treats.
Trevor would think that.
No, it's. I was talking about his grandma earlier.
So
That
you,
also happened.
Kuipers, that was brilliant what you did there because I'm looking at the playback on Jeremy's computer and I see that you just made yourself disappear. Oh, okay. You bent over and ruined it. You bent over and ruined it. Your head just disappeared next to Jeremy.
Someone
Oh,
clipped Kyle
man.
just saying you bent over and ruined it.
Yeah,
That'd be
clip
great.
it.
Yeah.
Clip it.
That's a great soundbite, actually.
I can't see my legs.
So anybody who watched last night will know I will be gone for a while, and part of that
Ooh, you suck.
is because of Star Wars.
Nerd.
So
Nice burn, Kuipers. Nice burn.
thanks.
Thank you.
I don't care anyway, though. I'd rather be a nerd. But so I'm heading up to Minnesota to go see it with my best friend. He was supposed to come down here this year for it because I went up there last time for Rogue One, but it worked out better this way because he was busy. So yeah,
So maybe he's not as good of a friend as you are for him.
no, he's just a busier friend.
Well, you're pretty busy too, but you just abandon us.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
you have
for
commitments.
weeks
You're just
on end.
skipping out on them.
Yeah, I just, yeah, whatever. No, I'm
Yeah.
Wow. We get a whatever.
Yeah.
All you people in the chat, you get a whatever too.
So yeah, I'm really excited for that, and I want to talk about that a little bit because I've not been able to on the loop because I've only been able to talk about how horrible Star Wars Battlefront 2 was, and EA being a bunch of pirates. So yeah, I'm excited for Star Wars.
So Star Wars is happening.
It's a thing.
It's the Trevor Star Wars special, everyone.
I realized I wanted to talk about it, but now I don't know what to say.
Now I know why Nathan didn't show up. He didn't want to have to walk out.
Yeah, he would have.
I can't believe he walked out on Rogue One. Rogue One might be my favorite Star Wars movie. It was so good.
Whoa.
It was okay. Maybe
Whoa.
it's not my favorite, but it
Whoa.
is darn close. It is so good.
Pump the brakes, Trevor.
I mean, it's a B-rated flick.
Your contributions are unnecessary, Jeremy.
Yeah, that's true.
It was like, oh look, Disney ruined it. That's what it was.
Okay, naysayer. No, it's just like so much of that writing was just so good and so like.
Update here. Nathan just tweeted about 7 minutes ago. The answer was yes.
Oh,
Now I'm on my way to the Tubcast. So it sounds like things are going to be okay.
we should get to the news so we can wait for Get Story Time later.
No, we'll break in with breaking news.
Oh, of course we will. Wow, this is crazy.
Yeah, so we'll see him here soon. And
Does that mean I'm going to have to leave screen then?
you can leave screen. Actually, you can just stay over the top of him.
And
man.
you can like lean across. You like tilt yourself a little bit to where it looks like you has two heads.
all right, sorry, Trevor. I didn't mean to cut you off there. I mean, I did mean to cut you off there, but
No, it's
back to what
very
you were
important.
saying. Yeah, what were you saying?
No, I'm really excited for The Last Jedi. I'm excited to see the direction they take it, and I'm excited to see how good Ryan Johnson. Ryan Johnson, right?
You used Jedi in the plural, right? When you said the title, or did you use it in
it
the singular?
technically is
I think it
referring
is
to a-
technically
I'm just
plural
curious.
or singular.
I'm just curious how you framed it in your mind.
In my mind, it only refers to Luke.
See, I frame it as plural.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
but it doesn't
you're wrong.
entirely count with you, does it? Because
I have good taste.
no, because you don't
Yeah,
care for Star Wars
Monster
at
Truck.
all.
Again,
Yeah,
same,
Monster
same answer.
Like you said, good taste.
Same,
Kuipers-
same answer.
Kuipers, I don't like this. You playing the whole field here.
Sorry.
You're trying too dang hard. Mutant
No,
Teddy
not
says The
Dwayne
Rock is
The
in
Rock.
Star Wars.
Johnson. No, I'm excited to see what the director does, just because they've already said that he's going to get a full trilogy, and so I'm excited to see how this one turns out, just to maybe have an idea
How bad the others will be.
how it might turn out.
Well, I think it'll be good.
Oh, I think, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to think anymore. I was so close. I got to the Friday after Thanksgiving without having seen the trailer, other than
Yeah.
that first teaser that didn't tell you really anything, but just left more questions there.
Yeah.
And then I saw the first trailer because I went and saw Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
And they played it. And as soon as it started up, I was like, no! This is not what I wanted to see right now.
That's what I almost didn't watch it. I was just like, maybe if I want to preserve the purity of the experience, then I was like, I go to so many movies, I'm going to see the trailer. And so I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to watch it. And
Well,
so
the weird part was with thinking through that and trying to avoid like seeing that trailer and go in more blind.
Mm-hmm.
It was weird in the back of my mind because I'm not really that much more excited about the Star Wars movie than other movies that I want to see the trailers for immediately, you know? So
Yeah.
for me in my mind, I'm like, this is kind of weird that I'm trying to put
Yeah.
up this I don't want to see the trailer, but I think it was mostly because of Ryan Johnson's tweet saying don't watch the trailer.
which he did change that.
He did change it, yeah. After
Never
the fact,
mind.
but I
Watch
was
it.
like, I still am going to try and hold out and see if I can go without seeing it, and it didn't work.
It is Johnson. I had to double check real
Yeah,
quick.
it's
'cause
Johnson.
That sounded wrong in my head, and I was just like, that sounds, I don't know. But,
Got weirded out with that word, didn't you?
Yeah, it's like Johnson. Johnson. Johnson.
Clip that
Him
right
saying
there.
Johnson.
Yeah.
No.
All he was thinking was
Have you guys
that.
been watching anything else that you think is good?
I'm
TV shows or whatever?
trying to think.
Well, while you think about this,
Kuipers,
just real quick.
Did you have something you were going to say, Kuipers?
I was
yeah.
going to say that I watched through like pretty much the entirety of Gotham season 3 in a week.
Oh,
Okay,
jeez.
you
Okay.
blew through that then.
Yeah, I could say I was a fan, and yeah, I really love what they did with it.
Okay.
Like,
He's starting to be Batman, isn't he, on the show?
yeah, like
Okay.
he met. I guess I don't really want to spoil it too much, even though it is a past season. But I don't know. He met people that leads into becoming
so many
Batman.
spoilers, Kuipers. Okay, Kuipers, you're done.
Okay.
I started watching. I think it's a Netflix original called Ozark.
Yes, that is a Netflix
man.
original.
It is great.
I've heard it is Breaking Bad with Jason Bateman.
Yeah, it's kind of good.
Oh, that one. I
It's so
remember, yeah.
it is good.
I am so far behind on
it's
everything.
kind of
Me
Breaking
too.
Bad in that it's got the same kind of druggy, suspense type stuff, but it comes at it from a completely different angle.
Yeah.
It's definitely. I've been enjoying it. I think I'm
Yeah.
about 3 episodes in, so check it out. if you haven't.
Teddy says in the chat, Punisher. And yeah, I have not started that yet. I want to watch it, and
it took me places I didn't expect Punisher to go.
I'm kind of waiting on my wife for that one.
It's probably a good call.
Yeah, I've been wanting to watch it. There's so many things like especially they just came out with a Western show.
Godless?
Godless
Yep,
looks
with,
really cool.
I haven't
with-
tried that. Check that out yet.
Jeff Daniels, that one.
Oh, yeah, Jeff Daniels in it.
he's in that, and I think he's supposed to be kind of the jerk that you don't like.
Oh yeah.
From what the trailer showed. I also started the latest season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. tonight.
Oh
And,
yeah, that.
Oh my goodness!
well,
that
you
show,
knew at the end of the last season where it was headed, right?
Well,
Or did you forget?
You knew that it was heading to space, but that
Correct.
didn't
What?
tell you anything.
No,
like
but
that didn't.
soon, I mean,
I still
as soon
don't
as you
know.
got-
I still don't know where they're going with it.
Okay, how much did you see
I
the
watched
first double?
Yes, I watched.
Or just one?
I watched everything that is out so far.
Okay.
That show is, and I don't care what Eric says about it being a crap network television show.
That's 'cause he's
it's ABC,
anti-Marvel.
so it's part of Marvel, and it's
great.
No, it's not your Netflix type. It's a little more of your family friendly, but it is a really good show that took a while to figure out where it was going.
Some of the seasons have gone completely different directions.
The first season was really bad, especially the first half. Like the last quarter of that season, everything that they were putting together that didn't seem to make sense and was really bad paid off really well right around the Winter Soldier movie and all the stuff that happened in that.
I
And
do
ever
like how
since
they've tied that into every single movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not
reference.
always been not always been a big thing that they've set it up with.
It's kind of like they reference that it's happening at the same time.
Yeah, they reference
the
that
week
things
it
are
comes out.
happening at the same time, and that it's one of those things that it continues to become a better and better show as it goes, and they've taken it into a lot of really weird places that just feels fine for the way that cast has developed.
Yeah, it's a little strange to me how they're kind of dropping the Inhumans storyline, even though they have Inhumans, right? And I'm wondering if that was intentional because have you seen the new Inhumans series?
No, it didn't get very good reviews or whatnot.
So I watched it because I felt like I had to.
Yeah.
It wasn't good.
That's all I heard was that it wasn't good. The trailers didn't look that great. And so I was like, it's only supposed to be like 8 episodes or something. It didn't even get like a full series release. It was released in theaters for like the premiere in IMAX, and it didn't do well.
And for being one of their TV series, all their others have intertwined in some way. Like all the Netflix ones have all crossed over and, things like that, right? This is completely absent of anything else Marvel. So it was a little strange, disjointed.
Well, and I mean, it's supposed to be like the royal family of Inhumans.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a backstory. It seemed was what it was.
Yeah. So. Welcome to the chat, Singe the King. He said to kick off Kuipers because he's watching Gotham now and it's ruined. Hello also to Midnight Angel. She said, trying to listen to y'all, but I started watching one of my favorite movies, Field of Dreams.
Interesting.
If you build it, they will come.
They will come.
I've ran the bases.
I have never actually been to that. Where is that? That's in Iowa, right?
In Iowa, yeah.
Where in Iowa?
I can't remember where. I think it's up north, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's on this side of the state, but it's like up near Lamar, I think.
Really?
Yeah, something like that.
Huh.
Kind of up in the middle. Well, I mean,
we should take a day trip out there sometime. Recreate some of the scenes of the movie. That would be fun. Maybe it's not near Lamar. I can't.
It's Iowa.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I don't
know.
I know. I was a kid. A few years after the movie came out, which means I wasn't that young. But we took a trip there and had a good old time.
Yeah, I don't know that everyone in the tub would be excited about taking that trip.
True. Why? Who doesn't like Field of Dreams?
Well, just taking a sport ball trip to go see a baseball field.
Where did you figure out
it's
where exactly?
No,
it's on the far. That's what it was.
Really
it's on the other side, way over.
Yeah, it's
right above the pig's nose. Do you know what I'm talking about?
That's crazy far.
Yeah,
Iowa looks like a pig.
That's like an 8-hour trip.
It's right near the border of Wisconsin.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, wow.
But yeah.
If you ever go to Chicago,
it's basically a farm.
You could stop there
with a baseball field.
It is a farm with a baseball field.
That's exactly what the movie's
Nothing
about.
gets by you.
That's about a farmer who builds a baseball field.
I kind of built a baseball field in high school.
Really?
Well, not the field itself. 210 8-foot by 4-foot advertising boards for the entire outfield of a baseball field.
Did you?
It was a summer project. One other guy, we were hired by the school to do it, and we hand painted every single advertisement. 210 of them.
Jeez.
Some of them are still there.
Did the ghost of Ty Cobb make your acquaintance?
No.
Okay, so it wasn't quite like the movie.
No.
Midnight Angel says, "Oh, that'd be cool. Yes, and film it for the Tubcast." Maybe. Who knows? If any of us ever have a free afternoon, maybe. It would take a whole day.
Teddy, what humor of mine is uber dry British humor?
Yeah, you'll have to point this out. I'm not sure what you're...
I mean, my humor's dry, but I don't know if I qualify as high as British humor.
Yeah, his accent was way off.
Well, I just think their
hear
humor is definitely a little more highbrow than mine. I definitely have the dad jokes.
That doesn't have anything to do with highbrow.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's high, dry British humor, so I'm curious why he thinks it is.
Teddy says, hired by the school to do it. Jeremy, 2017.
See, that wasn't even my joke, but that's funny.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
Someone?
Hey. There's a Nathan here.
Do you smell barbecue?
Hey, let him get to his microphone before you start asking him questions, man.
I like your scarf.
Thank you.
That's very festive.
Is it?
Because you can't see colors.
It's kind of festive. Okay, let's not give Nathan too hard a time here.
I wasn't. He brought it up.
Nathan, colorblind.
Well, Nathan, welcome to the Tubcast.
Thank you.
And I'm interested to hear what took you so long to get here.
Mm-hmm. Well,
more than I'm interested in the color of your scarf,
Green.
like Jeremy is.
Hey, okay, now
Jeremy, let the man
blue.
speak.
Okay.
You can take your jacket off. Feel
You're
at
probably
home
pretty
here.
warm.
Yes. Well, actually, no. I was a bit cold.
Okay.
I was just sitting in my apartment, and I was literally moments away from getting ready to come here.
Uh-huh.
And I hear a bunch of shouting next door and some beeping, and I was like, what's all that about? And then I noticed the room getting a little warmer, and I was like,
gosh.
what's all this about? And then I hear sirens, and I'm like, my building's on fire.
You felt the heat. You heard the beeping, which was probably
Okay.
the fire alarm from the next door neighbors.
Let me explain. It was very infrequent beeping, so I
Okay.
thought maybe it was
so
like an egg
weird.
timer or
They
something.
need to update. They need to replace their batteries.
Probably.
That's probably yeah.
Well, it sounded like they were all hurriedly trying to put it out, so I imagine they were just going over there and turning the alarm off
And
every
then
time.
keep come back on.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
very infrequent. So I was like,
it
it doesn't really sound like a fire alarm.
doesn't sound that bad.
So,
But I wound up. I heard a big old banging on my door, and I was like, "Oh, I guess I better go see what that is." Open the door, wall of smoke. I was like, "Oh, I better get out of the apartment."
Someone knocked on your door to tell you to get out.
Yeah, it was
Or-
the fireman.
Oh, and you said, "Well, but my rooms didn't have smoke in it until you made me open the door."
Gosh, you ruined my room.
This was my plan.
Do you have homeowners insurance?
No.
Wait, do
Well,
you,
nothing
do you
happened,
have
right?
anything in your apartment that you would want insured?
You're getting ahead of the story.
No,
let him
just-
let him
Yeah,
finish,
let him
Jeremy.
finish, yeah.
We need to find out what happened.
So I then go down to the ground level in my underwear.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
Yeah.
Didn't even throw
you
pants
didn't throw
on?
pants on.
They always say to just leave. Don't go back and get anything.
I would
So
have. I would have done the same thing. Actually, if
gonna
I
circle-
had
we're
pants
gonna
on, I would have questioned: would this be better via Rhea footage if I took my pants off first?
So Nathan, I'm assuming
Oh, Nathan probably didn't get any diarrhea for this.
Don't go back and get anything.
I'm
Yeah,
assuming
This is not that complicated.
I'm assuming
I just got to jump in here. Shut up, Jeremy was just successfully redeemed.
Jolliver.
Hey, sir, he said 3 minutes.
Yep.
All right, Nathan.
Well, real quick, I have to ask. I think I know the answer to this because I know you.
Uh-huh.
Tidy whities?
No, boxer briefs.
Oh, okay. I thought I remembered you being a tidy whitey.
Why does that matter, Trevor?
It is. There is a different. If you go out in boxers, it's not as weird for some reason because it's almost like you just have short shorts.
Okay.
If you go out in tidy whities, I mean, that's the whole. The
whole
Walter
kit and
White,
caboodle.
you know.
That's true. That is the Walter White.
Go on though.
So the firefighters put me in their medical unit to warm me up.
Okay.
So I wound up just waiting most of it out in there. And then they finally told me, okay, you can go up and get some stuff. And then as I'm getting some stuff, getting ready to come over here, they come back in my door and like, your apartment's livable. You can stay here.
Okay. Well, that's good.
So did they say what happened?
No, I'm assuming I'll find out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I figured it wasn't that big a deal.
Yeah.
I wonder if somebody just like burnt something and it just kind of expanded, or maybe it was a candle that tipped over or something.
I don't know.
Man,
It was the apartment directly next to mine.
Teddy says that's so awkward, Trevor.
I went to college with him. I was in a dorm with him. So
Well, that doesn't mean that everybody else went to college with him and was in a dorm.
And I will note that the dorm never caught on fire.
Well, it's
That is true.
It's not that weird. Is that weird to ask that? Because I
think
feel
so.
like it makes the story a bit different. If it changes the context of the story. I don't know.
Let the people imagine the kind of underwear they want to imagine on Nathan.
Login fail. I did not get the fireman's number. And both login and midnight. Thank you for being glad I'm okay.
Yes, we're all glad that you're okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We're also glad you have a good story.
Yeah, nothing like getting kicked out with fire alarms going off. That happened to me in college when I was an RA. It was the middle of the. It was like 4 a.m, and it was like a lightning strike that set off our sirens, and I'm like, oh, you've got to be kidding me. And so like I had to go and run and grab, like I grabbed clothes because I wasn't going to run outside naked, or in underwear or whatever.
Go back and grab anything.
So, but I didn't know what was going on. I just heard the stuff going on in the hall, and then because I was an RA, I had to make sure everybody got out too. So that was definitely different. We had one guy on my hall when that fire alarm was going off at 4 a.m. that he, as I am opening the door and saying, "Get out! You've got to get out," he goes, "I'd rather die in here in a fire than get up and go out." I was like, not on my watch, you're not. Get up and get out of here.
It's kind of along those lines. So me and Eric used to work together, and we worked in the basement too. This makes it even worse. In the basement, where there's one exit to the room we're in, so it'd be really dangerous if we waited too long. But we had the fire alarms go off, and I was like, and we kind of looked at each other because they've gone off a few times, and I was like, I'll go run out, and he's just like, just text me if it's a real fire. So I go out and text him. Well, I go out and I see smoke rising from a building. I was like, it's a real fire. It was a very small fire, though. It was just the elevator.
Oh, so it was an actual fire.
It was an actual fire, but yeah.
I was going to say, we had so many fire alarms that went off and that when I was in college that were just stupid stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Because that one, it was the middle of the night and it was a thunderstorm. Yeah. We had another one my freshman year where one of the guys that was on my hall worked in maintenance as well, and I was in the shower and the fire alarms go off and he goes, "Oh, they're doing this early," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, so it's not a real fire." So I just finished my shower. And then it was still...
It's like the safest place to be in a fire.
Right? I mean, I'm surrounded by water.
Kind of.
Nothing's going to go wrong there. So I walk outside and they're like...
Oh, the drain.
Yeah. I walk outside after I finished my shower and put on some clothes, and everybody's looking at me like, "Way to go, Kyle, you died." Like, I'm sorry. The guy next to me said that there was nothing going on there, so...
Yeah, fire drills are dumb.
Yeah.
Actually, they're very smart. But
they are smart,
They're
Trevor.
dumb, though.
It saved Nathan's life tonight.
Technically, the knock on the door, could have endangered your life because there was smoke in the hallway. Yeah. Like, now your lungs are filled with more smoke than they would have been had you just stayed in your apartment.
I assure you. I watched it as I was down on the ground. There was smoke billowing out of my apartment after I left.
Oh, no. So everything's going to stink, man.
Probably. That's okay.
But it's livable, they said.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I was in there. I can confirm it was livable.
There you go.
So, anything else? Anybody? All right, let's move on to the story.
All right.
Story time.
It's time for the only news stories worth talking about.
Okay, and continuing with the Star Wars news, The Room's Tommy Wiseau wants to make a Star Wars movie.
Yeah, how about that? He wants to make a Star Wars story, or not story, a movie. Did you say story?
I believe I said movie.
Okay,
And this is
I
from
heard the wrong
MovieWeb, by
thing.
the way.
Movies are
Yeah.
stories.
Not all of them.
The Star Wars ones are.
Okay, that's true.
That's
Context.
true. So
But,
this
you know,
is something
touche.
that he was responding to questions on Twitter, and one fan asked if he'd like to direct a Star Wars movie. His response was, "Yes, absolutely, but I am very busy, so I would prefer to act. Star Wars can contact me."
I am very busy, so I would prefer to act. Star Wars can contact me.
That sounds a lot more accurate.
I know he probably doesn't mean it. Like, I'm sure he says that kind of jokingly, but still the idea that Star Wars would be like, we need Tommy Wiseau on this.
Well, I mean, his stock is as high as it has ever been with the disaster artist coming out.
But he
so.
technically doesn't really have anything to do with it other than it being about him.
Yep.
I mean, I would. I think at this point, I absolutely would watch the movie. There's no way that I wouldn't watch it.
Which one of us in the future would our lives make the best story for a movie?
Which one of our lives would make the best story?
Other than, the movie of the Tubcast, the beginning.
Yeah, that would be
or
an
the early
ensemble
years. That would be
piece.
all of us. But I mean,
Yeah.
one person.
I mean, I am pretty awesome, so
It'd be Nathan.
I was going to say Nathan.
probably it would
I
definitely
mean,
be
none of
Nathan.
us have the stories that Nathan does.
No.
I get
I mean,
into shenanigans.
It could literally just be all of the. It'd be like
How do you
Nathan's
do
shenanigans.
that?
That's what it would be.
We could piece together a movie right now.
I think the title it'd just be Shenanigans. That's the name. That's the title. It's going to become a cult classic.
It'd have to be like something like Shenanigans: The Rise of Naked Nate.
You make it sound like a franchise now.
That sounds like now we need a trilogy. And
Well,
that's
yeah,
one in
obviously.
the trilogy.
The first one would be the college years, where he gets into all of his college shenanigans.
where he gets the nickname.
and gets the nickname Naked Nathan.
I did write a sitcom about my college years.
So we could just
and you've been on TV,
Yes.
so
let's just kind of merge that into a movie, the sitcom that you wrote. And
But that's years worth of character development that I'd have to squish down.
Well, sometimes that's what you have to do for the sake of
it
art,
depends
man.
on who's directing. I think it could be done.
I guess.
Yeah.
Let's get Tommy. Let's get Tommy to direct it.
Okay, I will play Nathan. I will also play... Oh, who is else important? Yes, I will play them.
Okay.
Mutiny Teddy says Trevor on a cruise ship full of grandmas, but he swore to be celibate.
Ooh,
I think that could be a good movie.
Yeah, that
I
would.
don't know.
that could
That'd
be
be
a
a-
that'd be a raunchy comedy.
Like a rom-com
or,
kind
or
of.
Yeah.
suspense.
that'd be
A
difficult.
grom-com.
That'd be Trev Cruz.
Yeah, it'd be called the Trev Cruise, and DC Talk would be there. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That would be fantastic.
But he walks around like he's actually Tom Cruise from Mission Impossible the whole time.
What?
No?
Why?
I was really hoping it was going to be Tom Cruise from Eyes Wide Shut.
Ooh.
I don't remember.
I bet he would hope that too.
I don't know that movie at all.
Wow.
So.
Trevor, it's not your kind of movie.
Yeah.
Are you just saying that because there's a lot of sex in that movie?
Yes. Yes, I am.
DC Talk cover man.
And it's funny though because I feel like in that movie Tom Cruise didn't expect there to be. So it's kind of a surprise to him initially too, which would be Trevor in that scenario.
Yep.
What's going on? He'd be a total
Yep.
Kyle.
A total Kyle?
Yeah, the what's going on part.
Oh, oh.
Yeah. No. Anyway.
Well, this dovetailed real hard.
Yeah,
the
my
next story?
movie would be really confusing. I wouldn't know what's happening.
There's humor to be had in
Still
that.
don't.
I mean, that's the entirety of the joke, and Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead. They just don't know what's going on.
Wait, what now?
Okay, there was a play that got turned into a movie called Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead. That's about two minor characters from Hamlet who just wander around going, I have no idea what's going on right now. And in the end, they die, hence the title.
Okay.
And it's hilarious.
Terrible.
It's hilarious.
I mean, it sounds like it's trying to be terrible.
I'd watch
but
it.
I mean, it's good though. I mean, it sounds. Never mind. It sounds like a ridiculous concept.
Yes,
But,
it is.
yeah. Never mind. Anyhow, moving on.
Not in rhetoric.
Rapper DMX pleads guilty to tax evasion from ABC News.
Yeah, so maybe
Kuipers.
that's... What?
Kuipers.
What did Kuipers do?
Because we photoshopped DMX's head on him last week.
Oh, yeah, that's
oh, is
right.
that-
No, we
was?
totally
No.
got DMX here and put on my
He was
sweater.
here.
Yeah,
We
what are you
put on the
talking about?
sweater.
Yeah,
Right
that's
before the court case.
So in the latest of people to have IRS issues, wasn't it 50 Cent a couple of years ago? That
thought it was the-
Or was that... No, that was
know.
bankruptcy. That was bankruptcy.
I thought it was Martha Stewart.
Yeah, she didn't pay bills to the IRS. So he systematically had been cheating on his taxes by insisting to be paid in cash whenever possible and having royalty payments diverted to the account of financial surrogates. He concealed hundreds of thousands of dollars of income from the IRS. June H. Kim, the acting U.S. attorney for the Southern District of New York, said Simmons, which is his real name, made a choice between right or wrong and did the right thing, admitting his guilt and agreeing to pay his tax liabilities. No matter who you are or whatever fame you may have achieved, the law applies equally to all, and no one is exempt from the shared obligation to pay our taxes. Ha! Ha! Sorry.
I know, right?
I was trying not to choke on that as I
Equally
read
to
it.
all.
So yeah, he was charged with 14 counts and surrendered in July. An IRS criminal investigation said he failed to file personal tax returns for several years. He's sold millions of records, and from 2002 to 2005 amassed a bill of 1.7 million that prosecutors said went unpaid. He faces a maximum sentence of 5 years in prison. As part of his plea agreement, he is required to pay restitution to the IRS. I'm guessing that is that part of the reason why he actually released the Rudolph song, is trying to make some more money?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
Because he's been broke for a while, right?
Yeah, I don't.
In his
I don't know
mind-
if he's been broke,
In his
but
mind, hasn't he said that a few times?
I think you might be confusing him.
Maybe.
I don't remember having heard anything that he's been doing for a while. Teddy says X ain't gonna give it to you, followed by some roughs, because you know how DMX does.
Actually, I don't know, but sure.
Oh, Trevor.
Trevor.
Sorry, I don't like rap.
I know
But that's fine.
It's a character
Other
flaw that you
people do.
have, and you know.
it's not
not
a
a
character
flaw.
flaw. It's definitely not.
All right.
Most rap is.
All right. I'm the minority here on the
Has a C.
on
Whatever.
the panel here.
I
No,
know
most
other
rap
people like
has
rap.
a C in
so-
front of it. Some rap is okay.
Gosh.
That's not true.
It is true.
That's your opinion.
Moving on.
Yes, Trevor.
Yes.
I didn't have it ready. I'm not used to doing this. From the New York Times, we have Jean-Claude Van Damme plays Jean-Claude Van Damme for kicks.
Yes. Jean-Claude Van Johnson, it appears to be, is the name of the show that he is going to be playing himself, apparently.
Johnson?
I'm going to
Johnson?
watch this.
Yeah, I still love martial arts, he said, breaking into a broad smile. Martial arts changed my life. If you were born in the dojo, you'll die in the dojo. On December 15th, Amazon Studios will release the first season of Jean-Claude Van Johnson. The meta-series, part comedy, part drama, he plays a broken-down action star who makes terrible films, like a kung fu-filled remake of Huckleberry Finn, as cover for his real gig as a lethal Black Ops agent, codenamed Jean-Claude Van Johnson.
So he's playing what he thinks is his real life story. basically.
Apparently.
He probably doesn't like... I can't imagine he doesn't like... He's not even in terrible movies, has he? I don't even know.
There's another quote in here where he talks about... Maybe you already said it. Where he talks about... yeah, I've played a lot of really bad... In a lot of really bad movies.
Oh,
like
okay.
He's like basically saying, yeah, most of the work I've done is really bad movies.
Who's the one
man.
guy?
I would like to note this is not the first time that Jean-Claude Van Damme has played himself.
Oh yeah.
He played himself on an episode of Las Vegas called Die Fast, Die Furious, where he died.
There's a movie with a plane where the plane's getting
Air Force One.
hijacked, and he dies like right at the very beginning of the movie.
I don't know what that is.
Or maybe I'm confusing him with that other like B-list guy from the 90s.
I was thinking of Steven Seagal.
That was a Seagal one, I think.
Steven Seagal is a terrible actor, and he's been in a lot of horrible movies.
Yeah.
I don't think he could, because I feel like this kind of requires a bit of humility and understanding that some things you are doing are ridiculous.
Well, he's
So-
by taking this role.
Yeah.
By taking this role, he's admitting that what he is. I mean, he's like,
yeah.
I am a character. Like, I am a one-trick pony.
yeah,
I'm that.
which is fine if you
guy.
do something well.
Yeah.
He's
He's made millions. You know.
Yeah.
Be proud of it.
Yeah. I think the only movie I've seen him in wasn't he the bad guy in one of those movies with all the action heroes in it?
Last Action Hero?
No.
Expendables? Oh, Expendables. He was in one of those, I think.
I think he was in 2, and that's the only one I've seen. Which I was oddly disappointed that there was not more action in the Expendables 2, because there's this odd moment where they're all just talking for a while. I'm just like, what is this? You hired all these action heroes to just talk? It was weird, though. Sorry. Yeah.
Wait, so you're saying you didn't like the Expendables?
It was fine. It wasn't as good as I hoped it would be. Oh, dang it.
Jolliver says Jean-Claude Van Damme played himself at a bank robbery, 2008.
JCVD. Yep.
Did he beat a guy up?
He was in Universal Soldier and Time Cop. I do not recall those. That he was in those.
Pretty sure
You
he's
know
the
what?
main actor in both of
makes
those.
But let's
complete
be
sense.
honest. I mean, as many bad movies as he may have been in, he still isn't Nicolas Cage.
But he's still an icon. I mean,
I think Nicolas Cage is a more talented actor who just consistently chooses worse roles.
That's true. That's true.
It's literally the same movie with a different name.
Well, and he also
College humor reference.
he also has kind of turned himself into just the character of Nicolas Cage. Like his acting,
but that's the same thing with Jean-Claude, right?
Well, right,
He
but
is always himself in every
he's-
movie he plays. So him actually playing himself.
But Nicolas
for a TV
Cage has
series is funny.
played different stuff and played it well.
Yeah.
Early on, and he just kind of has slid into the comfortable. This is just Nicolas Cage in a movie.
He's just accepted that he is a human meme.
Yeah, pretty much.
And he makes a lot of money for it, so, you know.
Yeah.
Well, you got to pay all those bills somewhere. That's what I mean. That's the rumor is that he has no money because of all the bad decisions he's made in his life.
This just makes me think. After the show, go watch a video called
Nicolas Cage's Ages.
Nicolas Cage's Agent. It's a college humor video. It's super funny though. Anyhow,
In 2004, Jean-Claude Van Damme won the International Action Superstar Award at the Bollywood Film or Movie Awards. So there's that.
I feel like I should watch more Bollywood movies.
I think that would be something up your alley.
I see
There are
some
lots of things up my alley.
Yes.
What did Eric just? Oh no, he didn't. He redeemed nothing.
Yeah.
You get
He's-
nothing. You
he's
lose, sir.
Eric's been playing with what's available.
Yeah, he's trying to use things without using things. Uh-oh. What was that?
Well,
What
that's
did he-
just
Teddy.
Oh, okay.
Logan just or mentioned us or whatever in the
Oh, okay.
chat.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Teddy said-
really?
Uh-oh.
Oh, I feel betrayed now.
Oh man,
Teddy said if you search Jean-Claude Van Damme on Netflix, you get movies from him, Steven Seagal, and Nicolas Cage. So they're all the same person.
So Eric decided not to join us tonight, and he's in the chat redeeming dancing from Kuipers. So
He
I
sent a
thought we
video
all
for us.
agreed that
he sent a video.
I thought we all
so I
agreed that
assume-
we couldn't redeem those things.
We did.
he's not here though, so that's
That's not the point. I thought we all agreed.
Well,
he just did it. So
dude, he's already spent the money.
You guys always do what Eric says. I tell you.
yep.
Do we have a way to actually play the audio though?
Yeah. Do you have the? Are you gonna?
Yeah. Hang on.
Okay.
Give it
Come on.
give it a second.
Just do it.
Is it? Is it festive? Should I put a sweater on?
You should probably be wearing clothes for this.
Well,
Eric is hiding behind the defense that he's not in the studio.
Yeah, so I think it's fair. I just say that so I can. It is.
Hey, Eric, send me the link one more time.
I don't know what.
It's not there.
He says not festive. Don't put on the sweater.
Oh, I know what this is.
No,
I'm excited.
It's
is it Austrian?
really good.
Okay,
You'll
hang on.
enjoy it.
Turn
Can you put
the
the-
purple
I
one
can't
down
even
there.
hear it yet, and I already enjoy
It's-
it.
I wish we could watch it
okay.
though.
Turn it up.
with the audio.
Yeah,
that
turn it down.
It's good.
Okay. Oh, that's what I was looking for.
Wait.
Oh, shut up.
Okay. Which way
Hang
do
on.
I turn it down?
Yeah, turn it down.
Oh, turn. Okay, so because you're gonna unplug.
Yeah.
Okay, it's down.
Okay.
Okay.
Give me a second.
he's
Let me.
over
We're
here
trying to
off
get
camera.
we're trying to get the video up.
Kuipers is off camera stretching in preparation for this dance.
Gotta get ready. Gotta go fast.
Okay, hang on.
Gotta go fast.
Okay, I think we should be ready here.
Okay, I'm gonna.
You got me up.
I'm gonna turn it up a little bit as I go. I don't know how loud it is, so.
Okay.
Und was der Fichtel uns jetzt gleich sagen wird, das werden wir uns anhören. Mit von der Partie die Woodies.
Oh my gosh. Are you chicken dancing? I don't.
He's Kuipers dancing.
That whistle is weird.
Vom Zauberland. Und bitte euch, ihr Leute, ihr braucht Verstand. Unser Leben ist bedroht, hilft uns niemand, droht
This
uns
is not a
Not.
rap.
Und ihr Menschen werdet nie mehr glücklich sein.
Don't die out now, Kuipers. Keep going. You got another minute 20. We're giving the man what he paid for.
Ihr lieben Menschenkinder, nun hört mal her. Ihr macht dem kleinen Fichtel das Leben schwer. Achtet stets auf Umweltschutz, sonst gehen wir kaputt vom Schmutz. Und die Mutter Erde ist bald nicht mehr.
Oh man.
He's getting into it.
Yeah, there's a lot of booty swaying right in our faces.
Mostly you and Jeremy.
Yeah. Only like 20, 30 seconds, Kuipers.
Have a heart attack. He's hoping it's over.
Thank you, Kuipers.
Something.
Thank you. That was a fantastic
that was me
dance.
stretching my legs.
That was
Yeah,
something.
you did well.
If you couldn't tell.
The audio listeners, I'm sure every time that we get one of those redemptions are probably just like, oh, okay, we just
Music
got
time. Pee break. I don't know.
yeah. I mean, it's just audio that's musical. Not a whole lot of description, and
That
there's
is
no way to
music
describe
is
what.
audio.
And then the occasional
You
mentioning
didn't let
of-
me finish. You never let me finish because you always take everything at just a face value.
It's what he's good at.
All right, let's move on.
Debatable.
From Quartz, we have Trump slurs his words in a public speech, sparking health concerns.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he's dying. We don't really know. He couldn't even say "God bless the United States" correctly. Did we get the video
we
of this?
do have a video.
All right, let's play the video.
Let us rethink old assumptions and open our hearts and minds to possible and possibilities. And finally, I ask the leaders of the region, political and religious, Israeli and Palestinian, Jewish and Christian and Muslim, to join us in the noble quest for lasting peace. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Israel. God bless the Palestinians. And God bless the United States. Thank you very much. Thank you.
The United States.
It sounded like somebody gave him Novocaine before this.
The United States.
I think
this going to be forever, this piece?
So you can see right there, he's like, it's almost like
I think he's
weird in his mouth,
got dentures.
Yes. So there's a huge tweet storm going on.
Yeah,
about this.
that's the biggest suspicion is that he does have.
I thought it was pretty. I thought it was known that he did. His teeth look super fake.
Yeah, but nobody knows for sure.
Yeah, they definitely seem that way because he keeps adjusting them.
Yeah, and Teddy said, "Did his denture paste come loose?" I think that's what happened because you can see as he's talking. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, some people were wondering if he was having a. Yeah.
If he was having
a seizure. I mean, the whole time, as soon as. Oh, come on!
What?
You just threw. You had to throw his mouth that close on the giant screen in front of us.
What?
I was not anticipating.
I wanted everyone to see. Look at those teeth. They're obviously shaped. They're fake. There's no way those are real.
There's a chip on the one.
Doesn't make them real.
You are fake teeth.
I mean, they may be.
His bottom dentures just slipped. I think that's what it was.
I think one of his dentures slipped. Yeah. Some people had said, was he having a mini stroke or something? I don't think he would have been able to continue talking the way that he did and signing that thing and sitting there the way that he did. And he did just continue to when you got something in your teeth and you're trying to pick it out with your tongue, like he was doing that with trying to put his teeth back in place. I think
anytime I've seen someone with dentures and they're doing that kind of lower jaw thing, it's always they're trying to reseat their dentures because they fell off. So I'm pretty sure.
Logan says he is part lizard. He's going to have 2 fake teeth. We don't know that. That could be fake news. So
yeah, he's too orange to be a lizard.
Only his mom's side uncle, maybe. What? I don't know. I'm just making up fake news.
Fake news means it is not true, right?
It is true. We talked about it a few weeks ago.
Fake news.
Well, if it's fake news,
we talked about it a few weeks ago.
If it's fake news, you can't handle the tooth.
Teddy says Jeremy knows a lot about dentures because he's old, and then adds burn. Too soon, Nathan, or too soon for Nathan. Burns.
Because I was cold.
Yeah, that's the one. Oh, thank you for following. Is that Aris123?
So I was trying to figure out what was going on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for following.
Arisu.
And from Guacamole, we have Amazon Total Pillowcase fail. Amazon Total Pillowcase fail has the internet laughing and rolling its eyes at the same time.
Yeah, so there was a if you're watching this, you can see on the screen there is a picture on Amazon of a child with a dinosaur-shaped pillow. The description was animal pillowcase, dinosaur kids pillowcase. On the right side of that picture, you see the actual pillowcase that showed up, which was that picture of the child laying on a dinosaur pillow.
So what's the backstory? Is this like one of those you bought it thinking you were going to get 2-day shipping and it took 30 days because it was coming from China and it was really just because you used a third-party reseller instead of Amazon Direct? And
no, the issue is that there's a child printed on the
I know.
pillowcase.
I'm saying it's like a really bad, like someone from the Chinese clothing market saw this and thought, oh, Americans like pillows with children on them, and literally took the image and put it on a pillowcase.
No, I think what happened here is that you've got somebody that has decided they're like, oh, we can show this picture and people will buy it.
People are
because they're going to think that it's going to be this dinosaur-shaped
and
pillowcase.
cheaper.
And really, what it is a regular pillowcase with a picture printed on it.
Yeah.
And it was what that picture was. Technically, they delivered the product.
Yeah.
That they said.
Well,
they didn't
sense.
say that this is what this looks. I mean, they didn't say that you were going to get that exact pillowcase.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't say dinosaur pillowcase, kid size, or anything like that, right? Dinosaur, kids, pillowcase. So, no commas, no nothing. It's all together. And who owns a pillow that's shaped like a dinosaur that you'd need a pillowcase for?
Well, no, I think that the idea is that the pillowcase is shaped like the dinosaur and it has legs and a tail stitched
and
on
Like
it.
they add the padding in there.
You know,
Yeah,
that's what
they
I'm saying.
add the
That would
padding.
make it, but that would make it a dinosaur pillow.
No.
Really. I mean,
No,
it would.
because
Not
then
if
could
you
still
put your
slip
own
the
pillow
in there,
inside
yeah.
the
if
pillowcase.
it's got stuffing, it's a
It'd
pillow.
just be it would just be a case
By that logic, a couch
that
is
had
a pillow.
legs and a tail. And then
Right.
you could put your pillow in
Coat's
the
not a
main
case.
section.
He doesn't get it.
No,
Whatever.
I get it. I'm just arguing.
I know.
I know, because that's what you do. You argue.
Why do you pick the dumbest arguments too?
Because it
you
irritates
just
you.
be like, "This is a stupid point. I'm gonna make it."
I think he wants to see what's the dumbest hill we will fight him on.
Every single one. Every single one.
Because you're always wrong. You are so
wrong.
Hey,
Difference
you
of
need to
opinion.
crank that thing up a
It's an
little bit.
opinion.
I wasn't sure how.
Opinions can't be wrong.
That's probably good.
Yes, they can.
If they're arguing facts, I'm not arguing. I'm saying I think.
I don't think
if
you.
it's stuff.
I think
it's a
half the
pillow.
time you argue, it's not facts. It's just your thought and opinion.
I'm seeing how long we can go with this.
It's Jeremy's alternative facts.
All right. Well, maybe we should move on.
Yeah,
I think
we've about run this one into the ground there.
Much like the dinosaurs.
Did we do that?
No intelligence found.
Does he know he's dumb?
There's something seriously wrong with you.
Wouldn't want to embarrass yourself in front of your fellow perverts.
You don't deserve the air you breathe, buddy.
Here's this week's nomination for the hardest 404ing on the internet.
All right, it's time to look at all those dummies, those morons, and those ill-planning people, the 404 Club. Last week... Okay, who won? I can't see.
What?
I love that the picture that someone put up there doesn't actually have the answers.
Last week, it was... we have the winner of Navy Aren't Just Seaman.
What was that story?
I don't know.
That's the one where the Navy drew penises in the sky.
Oh, that's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
Teddy came up with that great name. That's classic.
That's right.
Yes. So, Eric thinks I'm doing a good impression of Eric.
Is that because you're having some trouble with some of the headlines?
I think it was because of the way he was reacting to Jeremy.
that too.
And trying to transition.
Hey, I know.
Good job.
I thought he did great.
Special
Thank
guest host Trevor in the building.
I used to be the special guest.
No, but
Not a host.
You're not the special
Oh.
guest
Host.
anymore.
we did
anyhow.
have Kuipers starring as Nathan, as filling in as Nathan for a bit of this episode too.
I was.
Good.
Our first nominee this week
Thank you, Eric.
is McDonald's employee
It's Trevor.
wearing antlers reportedly suspended for headbutting customer over nuggets.
Yes,
Also the
this guy is brilliant. A McDonald's employee in the UK was reportedly suspended for headbutting a customer after an argument broke out over chicken nuggets. The altercation was caught on video early on I believe it was this Tuesday morning at the Liverpool 1 location of the fast food restaurant. We have the video, correct?
We do.
All right, roll that footage.
Yes.
We don't have sound.
There's no sound, but you don't need it.
It's
They swear at each
intentional.
other.
Lots of F-bombs going on.
He headbutts the guy.
It gets so good.
And he doesn't even fully land it. I think there's a little...
It was kind of gentle.
That guy looked like he was losing his pants, too.
It looked like Maury hit him with a bill or something.
Yeah, I think he hit him with his head and landed a good shot with the headbutt.
He lost the antlers.
And then
that's for sure.
the guy trying to swing was not doing very well. And I think it's because he was inebriated, which is probably part of the reason that the fight broke out. It's a good headbutt.
Bonk. Yeah. Oh, that was pretty good.
And then this guy's swing is just like... that guy does.
Well,
nobody went to the headbutt
at about 4:50 a.m. So I think that these guys that were in the McDonald's had a party. I think somebody at the one point in this video, it looks like someone's like, "Oh, there's some chicken nuggets here on the counter," and just grabs them. The person that was filming it. So, yeah. Login says that was weak.
I also like the guy who's in the background, kind of, guys don't fight.
Yeah, the girl is the girl. I'm assuming girlfriend or friend that is there. She's basically the one that is doing the most to try and keep it from getting any more out of hand than it already is.
There's the manager, I assume, there with the apron. He's
like, guys, not
okay, just away from the registers.
No, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to ask you. No, please. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
I'm gonna take away your Happy Meal toys.
No, you can't do. Jeff, we talked about this. You can't headbutt people.
All right, what do we have?
No more Szechuan sauce for you.
Let's see. What do we got here in the chat? Midnight Angel has updated us that Field of Dreams is an awesome movie, saying that it was her first time watching it.
No, she said it's as awesome as
I read it wrong.
I read that way that first time, and then I was like, well, she said it was like her favorite
Trevor's
movie
right.
before, so yeah.
Yeah, Trevor was right. Guapo said head, butt, nugget. Or no, I'm sorry, that was Teddy. Head, butt, nuggets. Jolliver says right in the old nugget. Eric said head nug. Let's see. Teddy said pacifists fight first.
First fight.
Oh, first fight. I can't read. Teddy also throws in golden arch nuggets.
Jolliver said head buttish. Did you say that one already?
Yeah,
oh, okay.
I think. Oh no, I missed that one. I'm sorry.
I didn't know if you had said it before or something. That oh gosh, we've got Eric with the McDickheads.
Yeah, McDickheads.
Oh boy.
Thanks for the contribution, Eric. We'll let Jeremy decide on that one.
The big smack.
Big smack.
All right, that's better than what I was about to say.
What were you about to say?
I was going to say ballroom blitzen.
Yeah.
The next one.
Oh, sorry. I'm not used to this being my responsibility. So.
Oh, it's great. I love it.
All right. From The Guardian, we have Firefighters free YouTube prankster who cemented head into microwave. What?
Yes. 5 firefighters spent an hour working to release a YouTube prankster who had cemented his head inside a microwave oven. The 22-year-old and a group of friends mixed 7 bags of polyfilla.
Yeah, so it's not real cement.
Before pouring it in around his head, which was protected by a plastic bag inside the appliance. Their intention was to use the microwave as a mold, but by the time the emergency crews arrived at 1:49 p.m. on Wednesday to the garage of the house in wherever it is in the UK. The group had already been trying to free him for 90 minutes. The friends managed to help him breathe a little bit through an air tube. Watch Commander Sean Dakin, the officer in charge of the West Midlands Fire Service crew who responded, said, "As funny as this sounds, this young man could quite easily have suffocated or have been seriously injured. Taking the microwave apart was tricky because there's a lot of welded. We video called our technical rescue colleagues for advice and eventually managed to get him unstuck. He was very relieved when we removed the large chunk of the polyfilla with a screwdriver, allowing him to breathe more easily. But we had to be extremely careful with the screwdriver working so closely to his head. It took us nearly an hour to free him. All of the group involved were very apologetic, but this was clearly a call-out which might have prevented us from helping someone else in genuine accidental need."
It was accidental. They weren't smart enough to know it was dangerous.
No, this is purposeful.
Everything's an accident if you're a moron.
Wouldn't that mean... never mind.
I like how you grabbed his YouTube channel there so that anyone can go and see it.
Here's the funny thing. He has over 800,000 subscribers and only 17 videos.
That's not fair.
He's probably deleted some.
Probably.
I wonder if this video will ever make it to his YouTube channel.
Probably not.
Probably.
I
That's
like
perfect.
Arazu says baking yourself on another level. I like what you did there. I like what you did there.
Yeah,
man.
you're joining in the naming, like you.
Yeah, Eric, you're fired. You're just gonna stay home and give us
micro
names.
save. I like how the firefighter described the young man as relieved when they let him out. Like, what would the opposite be? Oh, gee, I'm out now.
Dang it!
Just ruined my video for YouTube.
Yeah, thanks, you jerks.
That was gonna be my mold.
You jacked up my mold, man. Now I can't use it.
All right, so let us know. Do we have the names for both of those?
Well, I see we've got Concrete Bungle, Micro Save, Concrete Prank. Arisu says it's 5 a.m. here. What else should I do?
Go to bed.
No, don't. So
We're almost done with the show.
I don't know if he was saying
5 a.m. You're in Europe.
I don't know if he was saying that or if he was saying that that's what these guys were
Let us
saying.
know.
Either way, the answer's good. No. Yeah, we're glad you're here.
I like Jolliver's blockhead.
Yeah, he also said I was going to live in there. You jerks!
That was
you
supposed to
took
be
my
my
home.
new home.
If I was to pick one, I would go with Arisu's because they're new. And that's a pretty good one for a new person.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that is a good one. It might be a little long, though. Maybe you could say something like getting baked or something like that.
I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, Jeremy
Obviously.
deals with
I
this.
used to do this. You inherited this, so I'm the original.
doesn't
Hey,
matter.
you're
You
the
quit.
host tonight.
You quit.
He's doing this.
Calm down, Rocky. Creed's got this.
That's right. You quit.
Adrian! So,
Yeah.
anyhow.
You
yeah.
left and he said, hold my beer.
That'll be going up here soon, and that'll stay up for a week. And so let us know what you think. Who should be in the 404 Club? And now it is that time of night that we would like to think, right?
No.
Got something on your mind?
I didn't know where to turn.
No, it's not.
Message or a call.
You've got mail.
Sorry, I skipped the email section because nobody ever sends us things. So
And now you're playing it perfect, Eric.
You bunch of jerks.
So yeah, we would love it if you sent us some things. We've got a phone message thing.
475 Tub Call.
Do it. You guys could do it now.
Yeah, call us,
It's
leave us a
cool.
message, ask us a question, or just sing us a funny song. Whatever.
Yeah, sing a song. If you want Kuipers to dance to something that you sing, you could do that.
You'll have to redeem tub bucks for it.
If you just
I
wanna,
mean, you'll have to redeem the tub bucks.
If
but-
you just want to ask Trevor out on a date for your grandma.
Yeah. Yep.
Or yourself.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
if you're a grandma.
whatever.
No, they could ask. He doesn't have to say yes.
Yeah, I
That's
can always
true.
say no.
Yeah, I would love for someone to call and ask Trevor's out for their grandma. But yes, 475 Tub Call is the number. So
Maybe you want
please
to know
call
what kind
us.
of underwear Trevor wears.
Yeah,
since
if
he's
you want to
so
know what kind of
concerned about
underwear
what
Trevor wears,
everyone else wears.
ask us. You know,
Yeah.
you can do all that stuff.
If you're really curious, But yeah. Or yeah, you can send us an email, ask us whatever.
All the
Yeah, so
things.
any of them, yeah. Eric's got the he's keeping us in there with the email tubcast@minutetub.com.
That's right. And if you have any video game related ones, our Wednesday night show is I believe it's The Loop.
Yep.
Is that the email? The Loop
It
at meninatub.com, or is it just Loop at meninatub.com?
The Loop.
I think it's The Loop.
It is, because I know stuff.
Jeremy knows stuff.
I do.
Yeah, and yeah, we'd love to hear from you. But yeah. So
Yeah.
Now.
is the time of the night.
Now.
We would like to thank
Wow.
Now.
Wow.
the our patrons, the people you see here on the glorious coral color are at the $10.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, and they are our co-producers for this.
Co-producing.
We especially like to highlight them for this, and so thank you them, and also thank you everybody who supports us on Patreon. You make us able to do this, and we're able to go and get some better things, so our broadcast is better, and go to new shows and stuff. Yeah. So
we do have our hangout coming up for our $10 or higher level as well. That'll be in the next week or two, I believe. We haven't really nailed it down, but we'll get the invite information.
The rest
soon.
of you guys show up.
Yeah.
Show up.
Jolliver wants everybody that's at that $10 level to show up.
He's had a solo for a while.
He also just said in the chat, we need more names on this board.
We do.
So if you're out there and you've got the ability to do so, we'd love to have you as patrons and get you more
at any
of those.
level, though.
Not at any level. I mean, if it's just $5 that you can afford, you get yourself that extra podcast every week, and you also get, if it's even just $1, you get access to our Discord channel as well as early videos
via Aria and everything.
You get early via Aria, early Trev talks. So we're trying to get some product out there for you with all the different levels. So that's our Patreon. So and if you haven't already noticed, we don't have any ads or anything on our show. We don't have any sponsors or anything. I mean, we could try and get sponsors and do that, but we don't like reading other people's ads unless it's something that we actually believe in. So that and on top of that, we like being an independent show that can do what we want, and that's where patrons come in. So that's why you're important. Trevor?
So now it's time to close the show.
Trevor, it's been a pleasure having you on the Tubcast again and filling in as our guest host here tonight.
I feel like I did a better job hosting than I thought I would ever do. But yeah, this show is...
bragger.
Eric says this show is brought to you by Trevor's Underwear.
Yeah, did we get that question in the chat? Which kind of underwear Trevor wears? Did anyone?
I don't know if anybody did.
Jolliver says, did Patreon buy underwear for Trevor?
No.
No, that goes specifically into our production values.
We do have a store, and if you figure out how to do it, you can actually buy underwear with our logo on it.
Yes, there is the ability to buy underwear with our logo on it. Men and women's, I believe.
There you go.
So if you've got a special loved one, throw yourself over there, and you got Christmas coming up, so it's an easy way to get yourself some Christmas gifts.
Yeah. Real quick, before we end, Logan, thank you for the cheer again.
We saw it, Guapo. We saw it. We're there. We're on top of things.
You the bomb. But
yeah, boom. Shakalaka.
But yeah, thanks for stopping by. Next week we've got some stuff coming up, and
you got
next
a Trev
week,
Talk soon, right?
Yeah, Trev Talks will be coming out Saturday.
Nice.
Friday if you're a patron.
If you're a patron, hopefully fairly early. It depends on when to get it done. It shouldn't take too long.
Oh, I thought you already had it done. You were bragging about how good you're getting on
I have
these
the recording
on
done. I was recording because I'm getting much better about reading things and not messing up. But yeah, so we'll see you next week. Unless you're me, you won't see anybody
we won't
next
see
week,
you for like 3 weeks, Trevor.
Yeah. I'll
see you next year.
Yeah.
You jerk.
I'll see you next year. Thanks for watching.
Bye. Arisu says, I bet they're not wearing pants. Wouldn't you like